So Dalton Smith has shocked the world. Guys, stay tuned till the end or after the breakdown where I give the controversial opinion as well, man. And it's about PEDs. Yeah, we need to get into this one. But let's get straight into it. So yeah, man, Dalton Smith, great performance. Even Matias, that fight was entertaining. I can't even lie. Like they were just having a scrap. Like yeah, I'm gonna break it down, but flip it out. I expected a more cautious approach from Dalton, but obviously he knew what he was doing. You know what I mean? Great fight. But yeah, man, Dalton Smith is the latest champion. Great Britain as a new champ. Dalton Smith knocks out Subriel Matías in round 5 to win the WBC Junior welterweight title. So yeah, man, good work from Dalton. A solid performance. But yeah, let's get into the breakdown anyway. So kind of a post-fight review. But yeah, originally I thought Dalton again would have a more cautious approach and go 12 rounds for some reason. Like I wasn't going to be too shocked at a KO either way, but I just thought Matias isn't going to win this. I thought Dalton is a fresher fighter. Yeah, I mean, sharper, and it's very respectable power. That's what people were just kind of overlooking for some reason. But yeah. So first round one, that round one was that actually cracked me up. The way Dalton was pinging my man's head in round one, I couldn't. I said, I know Matias starts slow, but Dalton was loading up on this guy in round one. I was thinking, Jesus. Matias, after that round one, I knew Matias was getting stopped, I'm telling you, because I've seen Matias, have a slow start behind the high guard, no movement, fair enough. But bro, the pings, the way he was getting licked in round one like that, I said, bro, you can't be getting like this in round one. Round two came now. This is basically the same thing, to be honest. Yeah, that Dalton, he did start a bit cautious, that he's pinging him, jab, moving in, like circling out. The right hand was just landing around the guard. Yeah, I mean, Matias, I feel like he picked it up. You know what I mean? The lateral movement, to be honest, round 1 and 2 was the only bit of lateral movement. And after that, round 3 is 3 or 4, 3s and 4, like those are the closest rounds. Honestly, I thought Dalton won every round as well in this fight. He kind of just beat this guy's ass. But it was a back and forth, but I don't think Dalton lost a round. And yeah, round 3 and 4 were closer rounds, but this is where Dalton, he kind of stopped moving and he just kind of scrapping. Matias did like he had success here and there, like with the uppercuts and hooks on the inside when he, that style of Matias when he starts overwhelming people. But the way Dalton was hitting him back, it's like that's what I was trying to tell people. This guy is not. I'm saying he's heavy-handed, if not as hard as Matias, and he's the fresher fighter. I was talking about this fresher fighter. So Matias has too many fights. He's walking in high guard, getting his head bobbled around, and then he gets them out of there. But that no defense style, no head movement, it's gonna catch up to you, man. So yeah, the uppercuts and left hooks and the inside from Matias, he's landing here and there, but Smith, I mean, he was very comfortable standing and trading, and he was doing good. Like he was keeping his head down. You know what I mean? Taking a lot of shots on the forehead. He was like, there was a method to the madness, basically, what Dalton Smith was doing, because he said, bun the lateral movement. He probably felt Matias' power. He did actually say that in the fight. He said, I knew I could take his power. And he believed in his power. And he's like, yeah, I can hurt anyone. Like, the thing about this fight is, they were trading inside, but it's like, at some points, Dalton would his clinching game, yeah, he was clinching here and there. Yeah, I feel like his clinching and his defense wasn't as good as Liam Parrell's, to be honest. Wasn't as clinical. But I did say that before the fight as well. I predict Liam Parrell probably has better attributes defensively than that, better at tying people up, more intelligent in that way. But what Dalton has is the pop. Like he understands that if I'm here, is it worth being here? All right, I'm going to clinch, but when he's getting comfortable standing there and taking a shot, Dalton Smith knew if I just wing a duffer like hard right hand as I can, yeah, it's going to land on Matias because Matias is a maniac. So Matias is just there taking a shot. Like whatever Matias was doing for Fleury, Dalton was coming back. This is why like people probably could tell the commentary was terrible, but they were pretending Matias was doing something. As soon as he done anything, they'll talk about it. But then Dalton, anything Matias did, Dalton would come back with more shots. I'm telling you that, or if not, just equalize it. And then Dalton's jab was probably a bit sharper. And we know Dalton, sometimes he gets caught with a jab here and there. Like maybe he's not as slick as some fighters, but he knew like when to get caught with it and when to just, you know what I mean, fire back and just overwhelm him. And he obviously felt something in there. He knew, yeah, this guy, maybe he felt the pop and said, it's not that deep. Like I hit harder than this guy, and he's a smart fighter, he's not an idiot. So he said, yeah, I could stand here. Yeah. Clinching was alright. It wasn't as defensively as sound as like, you know, Liam Barrow's clinching and tying up, but it limited Matias' success at times. So you know what I mean, it did the job. Yeah, Matias, his defense absolutely abysmal, but you know, but this fight is actually just funny when I'm thinking about it because yeah, like Matias just thought I'm just gonna have a scrap, and he thought Dalton Smith was one of these other guys that don't. I think this is the first time Matias. It's probably one of the hardest punches Matias has fought as well at this stage of his career. Yeah, it wasn't a good look, man. This is what I was banking. I was thinking, I didn't predict the knockout. I probably shouldn't. Yeah, after round one, I said he's getting knocked out, but maybe I should have predicted the knockout because Matias is not the most defensively sound fighter. So yeah, I mean, and yeah, the guys he can walk through and pressure certain people that can't punch, but Dalton Smith understands. Yeah, I mean, he can hurt anyone if he hits them right, and the way he's hitting them, and he's very compact and tight, keeping the chin down and just throwing overhands, firing back. But yeah, it's a very gutsy performance. To me, shout out to both fighters because at the end of the day, that was entertaining. They were standing there and trading. Yeah, but yeah, round five, yeah, Smith he got Matias out of there. He hurt him with a straight right, saying wobbled him, what started everything. And then get it with the looping right hand as well, kind of getting him out of there. But yeah, it was ultimately Dalton's pressure, composure, and power. I mean, he was composed even when when Matias was throwing back. So Dalton was composed even when Matias was throwing back, and he just knew when to land his shots. That's what sort of won him the fight, man. And then Matias, too defensively irresponsible, certain punches. You know, what I mean, that straight right got him out of there, man. Can't just run through punches, but yeah, shout out to both fighters, man. But yeah, so guys, yeah, we're gonna quickly just scroll through Twitter and then I'll get into some of the controversial opinions, or it's not really controversial at this point, guys. We need to the Austrian boys. So it's going on with the Austrian boys. But anyway, yeah, let's scroll through Twitter. Scroll through X and see what some people were saying about this one. Yeah. All right. So I think a lot of people. Oh, this is the damn. This is a stoppage. Yeah, we can even react to this live. It's a good angle of it. Actually, guys, that's what some people talk about the stoppage. What did you think about the stoppage? I feel like I can't blame the ref for waving that off, man. I get it. Let him try it. But I don't know, man. You know what? No, ban him. He's an Austrian boy. I'm not having it. Yeah, good stoppage, man. Good, well done from Dalton. Yeah, but dirty, savage knockout there from Dalton. Yeah, so Dalton Smith became Britain's latest boxing world champion after knocking out Subriel Matías WBC super lightweight. So Dalton Smith, following Dalton Smith's big win, he made a reference to Subriel Matías returning legal amounts of banned substance Osterine. He said, "My PEDs are down to my legs." Come on, no PEDs. But yeah, now the UK has 5 world champions. So Fabio, 5 active world champions. Fabio Wardley, Lewis Crocker, Dalton Smith, Jazzy Dickens, and Nick Ball. Come on. That's Nick Ball. I think he's had his belt for the longest out of them. Yeah, man. Good fight, yeah. Yeah, let's hear what Dalton Smith had to say as well after this one.
To everyone who stayed up, the hundreds in the crowd who travelled, you know, that was a big thank you. You know, from me watching all the greats coming up, I've achieved it myself tonight, and they always said the UK are the best fans in the world, and we proved it once again. To everyone who stayed up,
Come on. He done his thing. He's like in hospital. But I thought he did like Eddie Hearn. Let's go. Yeah, man. I suppose thank God they're both good, innit? I mean, that's what we want to see in boxing. You don't want to see any injuries. The UK needed a world champion. This guy says the UK needed a world champion like Dalton Smith. No offense, but none of this interim voluntary world champion nonsense. A proper legit world champion and a world class fighter. Yeah, they do have Nick Ball. Yeah. Well, fair enough. He's a lot of Twitter, man. Dalton Smith flying over to fight a roided up Matias while Adam Azim is taking selfies and scrolling through BoxRec to fight someone else who was in their prime in 2018. Yeah. He's trying to violate, but yeah, shout out to Adam Azim. Dalton Smith bullied the bully, travelled to America to face a murderous puncher who was allowed to fight despite failing his PD test to toe-to-toe. Took everything he had and gave it back 10 times. Oh. But yeah, guys, we need to touch on this stuff now, this PD rubbish and that. Now you got people still hating for some reason on Devin, like this joke of that, but let's just read this. And Subriel Matías, this simpleton said, Subriel Matías tested positive for Austrian before the Dalton Smith fight and still got knocked out in the 5th round. So is Ryan Garcia vindicated? Austrian don't win fight skills to you. Let's see what this joke is saying.
Holy moly guacamole, what does this mean? Huh? Subriel Matías got knocked out in the 5th round by Dalton Smith. What does that mean? Ryan Garcia is vindicated. Yeah. Austrian don't win fights.
He's laughing like a kraken.
Skills pay the bills. So you think that when you think about that Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney? Yes, Ryan Garcia.
I've had enough of this, man. This guy's an idiot. So listen, guys. And I think someone put it out here. It's like, bro, you ever done when you wanted clicks. So yeah, this guy's an idiot because listen. Ryan got knocked down and pieced up by Rolly after testing positive. This is what we're saying, guys. These guys, after they test positive, they always have bad performances. So basically, I need to find that comment here. When the people believe this, don't believe this, because when Subriel Matías tested positive, it was around 20th of November. Yeah, I mean, it was long. Ryan tested the day before the fight, you get it? So he's been cheating up until and after the fight. What's his name? Now, yeah, so he says, you want to check your facts? He got caught over a month ago, so whatever he was taking stopped weeks ago. You get it? So he wasn't, after he got caught with the Austrian, now he can't use Austrian now. Now you get it. He has to stop it or whatever. The cheating. By the time the fights come round, Matias is looking like your worst performance. Your chin is looking normal. Twist, but you know, Dalton hits hard. But I don't know, you just didn't look as unstoppable as you usually do. The defense was even worse. The punches are just slipping through your guard. You're not as monstrous. The work rate was not as good. Guys, I'm telling you, man, Austrian boys, it's not looking good for these guys. There's a lot of cheating going on in boxing, man. And that's the opinion I need to get forward. Every time one of these guys gets caught, they've always watched the next fight because you can tell. It's either, it depends when they get caught. Do they get caught using it during the fight? All right. So that performance may not. If it's a bit before the fight comes, then they can still fight what's happened. Clearly, Matias had to stop the Austrian. He had to stop it, and now, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, we can tell there's something iffy going on. It's not looking good. Getting just stopped like that round 5. You're meant to be a world champion. Like, surely you got a bit better defense than that. I don't know. He was looking too human, or like Dalton Smith was eating them punches a bit too. You know what I'm saying? Dalton Smith says, this guy's not. They're overhyped his power. Let me just stand and trade with him. Dalton Smith's smart enough to know what's Duffy. You get it? He knew what was heavy hands. He said, this is not what they hyped up to be. I can crack. And then he got him out of there. But hey, man, guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments, man. Am I just making stuff up? Am I reaching here, or is something going on with these Austrian boys? But yeah, man. But yeah, anyway, shout out to Dalton Smith. It's not about Matias right now. Dalton Smith done his thing. The latest UK world champion. Good for him. I saw him with his dad and granddad and stuff. His son or something, like 4 generations. Good for them, man. He done the British public proud, guys. Anyway, that's it for that quick post-fight breakdown discussion on this one. Please, road to 1K, guys. Get 1,000 subscribers, trying to get there. That's a quick post-fight breakdown of Dalton Smith versus Subriel Matías. Dropping videos, multiple videos every week, boxing content, all of that. Got some bangers dropping next week, some vlogs. Stay tuned for those. But yes, anyway, peace out.